You can see things that are here. Nobody could remove anything. Is that how I come to work? They just came suddenly, started demolition. You know, if my brother didn't have a brother like me, they would. He wanted to enter here. They say, no, you can't enter. We have got injunction. What about court injunction that allows somebody to enter into another person's property? They sue him for removing his things and everything, and demolishing everywhere. What about court injunction is that?
Should we now give violence a chance in Nigeria? Take a listen to Mr. Peter.
Yeah? So everybody take it. This place belongs to my family. So how come nobody gave you a court order and you're spoiling our house? So send it to the people you're sending, please. Okay. I came here in peace. I'm not quarreling with you. Just let the people that are doing the wrong thing. This place is fenced now. So you just enter somebody and say, court order. Which court? We have all the legitimate documents about this sold to us by family. And this is how you intimidate poor people. Please tell the person who gave you the order that if you please vacate this place.
This is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party. We all know the kind of opposition we have in Nigeria and Africa at large. We understand how the ruling party always treats opposition in Nigeria and Africa at large. We have seen nations in Africa where they claim to be practicing democracy, but you've seen them being in office for more than 10-20 years. Look at Cameroon, for instance, and so many other African countries, Uganda and the rest, where opposition leaders are being harassed, humiliated, and beaten at every given opportunity. And Nigeria is not, out of this whole drama. We have seen people like Peter Obi, like you can see now. We have seen Shori, we have seen so many other Nigerians. And that is the reason why our democracy is not thriving. With all the corruption that we have, nobody is accountable to whatever they are doing. And nobody can hold them to account because they want to be the Lord, the Alpha and the Omega in everything they do. How can you demolish somebody's properties without a proper court order, even if there is? For what purpose exactly? But His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi is one of the most calmed politicians I have seen in Nigeria. Let's come to think about this. During the Obasanjo, Jonathan, Yar'Adua, and even Buhari's regime, let Buhari be himself. If, for example, in 2003, when Buhari contested against Obasanjo, if Obasanjo demolished Buhari's property, will Nigeria be the same as it was at that time? Oh, they are former generals. Okay, they understand themselves. Okay, what if the Occupy protests that we had after 2011 election, where Buhari said all manner of things in the northern region of the country, that led to violence here and there? So let's imagine this. If Goodluck Ebele Jonathan used his presidential powers, and maybe the governors that are loyal to him as of that time decide to take down properties that belongs to the relations of Buhari, Tinubu, and all of that, what will happen? I am not saying in this context here that Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a president instructed or influenced the demolition of Peter Obi's brother. No. But when you look at it, the handwriting is boldly on the wall for everyone to see. There are many people that are taking decisions and doing things for Mr. President, for Mr. Governor, without even the knowledge of these people. What do I mean? I am not trying to be politically correct here, but sometimes you see overzealous people making statements and doing things just to gain favor from he who is at the top. The honest now lies on the president, who will now come out to condemn such action, and not just condemn such action, investigate and prosecute whoever initiated this. How will you do that? How and why will you do that? We have seen since 2023, like Peter B have said severally, that he has been passed through a lot of challenges because he contested to be the president in Nigeria. You know, so you should already understand how every given individual who supported this movement and owns a business in one way or the other in Nigeria is suffering as of today. That's just the honest truth. Now you could understand the reason why some few people cannot come out with their full chest to even because they will lose their livelihood, they will lose everything. But you see, I will always say this to those who care to listen, that if we want a better Nigeria, a progressive nation, a better Africa, the best we can do is that if we collectively come out to say no to evil perpetrators in this country, even if it means that we all lose, to make sure the country moves forward, of which we can't, this nonsense will stop. Have you ever seen a situation whereby a buffalo is being attacked by a lion? I've done a video with this kind of analogy before. You can check here to see some of those videos. And you see that like 2-3 lions attack one buffalo. And the remaining buffalo, maybe like 15 of them, one has been attacked. The rest started running away. But have you come to think of it, when they all turn around to face these 3 lions, 15 buffalo coming against 3 lions, what happened? They will disappear. We have seen that severally. So you cannot tell me, like some people will say that if you have a government that is carrying a weapon and then you are carrying nothing, they will kill you all. But one thing you need to understand is this: imagine 2 million Nigerians in Abuja, imagine 3 million Nigerians in Lagos, imagine 1 million Nigerians in Port Harcourt, imagine 1 million Nigerians in Kaduna, imagine 2 million Nigerians in Kano, imagine 1 million Nigeria in other parts of the countries, maybe 500,000 people in Makurdi, Benue State. Imagine in Kogi State, over 500,000 people on the streets at the same time, saying no to evil. Okay, tell me, where will the police start their shooting from? Just tell me. No, tell me. Imagine today you wake up heading to Secretariat, because if you're living in Abuja and you are going anywhere, you are going to, you are either going to Wuse or you are going to business districts, you are going to Secretariat and all of that. Imagine living in the Lagos, you know where you are going. Imagine in Port Harcourt, and then at the central point, all of you, going to work, you just see crowd of people everywhere. What will you do? Look at the last protest, August protest. I saw a video clip from Abuja, from Nyanya Aziz to Asokoro. I saw a video, and we did a video about that. And you could see more than, 500 people, 100, not up to 1,000, up to 500 people on that federal highway. The police, the army were overwhelmed. What happened? They escorted them. They couldn't stop them. People came carrying leaves and said, no, this bad government must end. They threw tear gas, they did not move. And what did they do? In fact, why are you even throwing tear gas in the first place? When you see people gathered, the next thing you do is, you address them. If you say go and they say they won't go, they will stay here until social demand is being met. As long as they're not vandalizing anything, you let them be. Right? So, it's like, maybe we should just give violence a chance in Nigeria. Oh, yes. Because this Peter will be kind of, why are we doing this? I'm not instigating anything. Let's go and fight. No. But it seems we need to give violence a chance sometimes. When somebody wants to take something away from you by force, you have to also resist it with force. Thank you for watching.